Yes, hello. Yes, sir. It's Wednesday night. Yes, fantasy football night. That's correct. Line is forming to the right. Yeah, both fantasy leagues as well as the Survivor League. Correct. We'll be covering all that, sir. Yeah, some people did look like shit this week. Yeah, there was some that looked all right. We'll get to all that. Yes, ma'am. Mini bars open. It's always open. VIP to the right. Line is to the left, please. Yes, Wednesday night, fantasy football night. Always in season. Hardcore Challenge Live, yes. Commish is in the house, yes, he will be hosting. Yeah, it's not just silver and black tonight. Unfortunately, we do have fans of other teams that stop by on Wednesday nights. It is fantasy football night, man. I know. Normally we would toss them out, but some of these are hardcore challenge owners, man. Yes, show will be starting very soon. Thank you for joining us. These guys like to run a tight show. Enjoy the show.
T-minus 1 minute. T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0.
Rips the helmet off Rudolph's head and then eventually swings it and hits him in the head.
1, 2, 3. Well, you're not hardcore. Let you live hardcore. And the legend of the rich was way hardcore. Yeah! Now we're rocking.
What is up, fantasy football fans, members of Raider Nation, owners of the Hardcore Challenge? What is up? Welcome to another Wednesday edition of Hardcore Challenge Live, the official podcast of the Hardcore Challenge. Man, we got a lot to get into. It is week 11. It is the last week in the big league of interconference play. Then we go into the last 3 games against all your division rivals, the second round, as we decide who's going into the postseason. The All Raider Nation League is getting dicey as well, and the Survivor League, Gabe just keeps on rolling. So we've got a lot to get into. Let's touch it. Let's get going. Let's rock and roll. We got the game of the week recast. Big Ball is flash prize number 10 for the All Raider Nation League. Low Ball is Fiver League Power 5. The new shit list. Let's spin around the leagues and we'll wrap it up with our game of the weeks for next week. Let's get into it, shall we? Let's jump right into it. Let's hit on the game of the weeks from last week.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
It's time.
Is this not why you were here?
For the Hardcore Challenge Game of the Week. Game of the Week in the All Raider Nation League. It was Danielle, our only owner in the All Raider Nation League, taking on Bryant. And this didn't fare well for Bryant. 76 Raiders. Danielle took him down. Josh Dobbs leading the way for Danielle with the big Game of the Week win. Solid win. Staying up there top, close to the top of the power ranking. She is one of the strongest teams in the league and has been since the giddy-up. Bryant drops a game back in the Dirty South. In the big league, Game of the Week. Take it deep. Brian takes down Pickett to Pickens. 223 to 173. I mean, this was a drubbing. I mean, 173 is a solid score. But Brian, 8-2. He's stretching it out here with 4 straight wins. He's striding. He's stepping out right now. And he's looking good, man. 223, a solid win, solid performance in Game of the Week.
Somebody call security.
Not looking good for Ben. Pickett to Pickens slid to 6-4 with that loss. So that is our Game of the Weeks from last week. Now let's hit our big ballers of the week, shall we?
There's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as rain.
Big ballers of the week. We'll start in the All Raider Nation League. Raider Richie with 229 taking down Sax Offenders. This was a drubbing. This was not even close. This was a big baller ass whooping right here in the All Raider Nation League. But it was nothing. Nothing. And I know you out there in the audience, Stinky Pinky. I seen you. I seen you off the giddy up, so I know you're watching because you wanted this pat on the damn back. This is an ass whooping, ladies and gentlemen, of epic fucking proportions this week. 262 is the second highest score. The second highest score in the history of the Hardcore Challenge. Knox Vegas Anarchy scored 262 in 2022 and scored 281, which is the high mark in 2021. Nobody has scored 262 in any prior season before this. Nobody in the NFC has scored above 251, I believe. Nobody's been around 262. This is the second highest score ever. Ever. That's a historical goddamn score, man. I gotta give that. That deserves some big props right there. When you put up plus 250, you deserve an applause. You're putting up plus 260, you're talking historical range for the Hardcore Challenge. That's a big number right there. That ties him for number 2 historically for most points in a game. That is a fucking drubbing, 130 point plus drubbing. Whew. Ouch. Congratulations! I give you another applause for that one, Ben, because that's a look at the scores on this fucking thing. Geno Smith 35, Javonte Williams 20, Rashad White 18, Keenan Allen 41, Garrett Wilson 18. Fucking Montgomery, your flex gets 21. Your defense gets 18. Your D-line gets 18. Your linebacker 17. Your D-back 15. Linebacker 20. I mean, that's double damn digits. What'd you have? 2 guys that scored single digits? I mean, that's putting up some points. That's hitting hard for the week right there. That's hitting hard for the week. All right. We've stroked you enough. We got to move on. But that is some fucking serious big baller action right there. That's some serious big baller action. I mean, you see a score like that, this gets you kind of giddy. That's whooping some ass. That is whooping some fantasy ass. Flash prize winner number 10 in the All Raider Nation League is Raider Richie. He's already got his Survivor League fucking prize pack coming. And we'll throw these goodies in with your other, because I guess you're just collecting shit now, Raider Richie. You're just collecting shit. We went to the top. We went way to the top, man. Jeez. It pains me to have to pat you on the back that much, Ben, but, hey, it is what it is. We gotta go. We went to the top. Let's go to the bottom, man. Let's go to the bottom. Let's start at the All Raider Nation League. JoJo talking all that shit. And now he's down here in the low ballers. Come on, JoJo. Come on. JoJo's he's like bipolar fantasy player. He goes way up and then way down. Way up and then way down. You need to get on some medication or something, brother. Next one, low baller in the big league, Bison Broncos. The opposite end, we had the biggest baller that we've had in a very long time, and then the low baller in the same damn game, man. That is talk about opposite ends of the spectrum right there. That's a rough fucking week for you. That ain't what you want to see. That'll ruin your fucking football Sunday right there. Those are your low ballers for the week. Let's touch on the Survivor League. This thing's just getting crazy. Raider Richie just is running away with this thing all by himself here. I got eliminated in week 7, and he is in week 11. He's just stretching. He's trying to set the benchmark for next year's league as to where you're trying to get to. He just run away with this damn thing. He's just running away with it right now. I got to give him props. I mean, look at all the people that fell out in week 1 of the Survivor League. I mean, it's trucking along, and he's just out there running along, just putting more distance between him and the rest of us. But congratulations, he's got that sucker 1 wrapped up. We're just waiting to see when the hell he finally gets one wrong. The Power 5. Let's hit the Power 5 for this week. We did have some shakeup on the Power 5, actually. Across both leagues, we did have a little shakeup. Let's start in the All Raider Nation League first. Raider Richie sitting at number 1 at 8-2. Danielle coming off of her Game of the Week win. 76 Raiders sitting at 8-2. Raw Dog Nation, yours truly sitting at 7-3 in the 3 spot. Canadian Raiders sitting at 7-3, and Maximum Effort sliding from that 2 spot all the way down to number 5. Still staying in the top 5 though. So he's hanging in there. He's hanging in there. Over in the big league, the OG league, Take It Deep. Brian, coming off of his Game of the Week win, is sitting at number 1. Sitting at number 2, who was the last undefeated team hanging out in the league. That's Bleeding Green, the Bandits. Willie sitting at 8-2. Bed Bath & Bijan at 7-3. And Pack Attack is back. 2-time former champion sitting at 7-3 also. That is 4 teams out of the NFC in the top 5. AFC, we need to get our shit together. We're slacking. We're slacking. We need to pick it up a little bit. There's no 8-2s and 7, a whole bunch of 6 and 4s everywhere else. A lot of teams slid off, just slid off, man. But that is our Power 5. We always start at the top, and then we got to go to the bottom. It's the shit list. It's the shit list. Let's start in the All Raider Nation League, because there hasn't been a lot of change yet on the shit list in the All Raider Nation League. Autumn Pirate finally got a win. Holy fuck. Finally gets a win after 9 weeks. In week 10, they finally showed up to the party. Got him a dub, so at least they're off the snide. Foghorn loses again. She Likes My Woodson loses again as well. But no Nuggets have joined them yet in the pool. But there's a lot of people hanging on the rim. And trust me, there will be some in there next week. There'll be some new names on the shit list, that's for damn sure. Now we do got some new Nuggets in the pool over in the OG League, and it is a rarity that I have to throw. How the hell? I have never done this before at this point in the season. Through 3 teams out of the same goddamn division in the shit list. 3 of you. How is that even possible? 3-7, 3 teams at 3-7 in the same fucking division. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? The hell's going on over there? What the hell's going on over there? Stinky Pinky, you're about half a game out of the top 5, brother. We ain't sleeping on you. It's just all about records at this point. Trust me, ain't nobody sleeping on you after that 262, man. Ain't nobody sleeping on you anymore. That's for goddamn sure. We're going to take a spin around the league. I tell you what, man, it's getting dicey. It's getting dicey. Even in your own division, it's getting dicey. You got the guy creeping on the come-ups, won 5 straight, is sitting in the cellar of that division. Your division got tight, like all of a sudden. The top came down and the bottom came up. It's gotten real tight over there in the Wild West of the AFC. But I don't know what's going on in the Wild West of the NFC. 3-7 teams. That just Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Well, there's our shit list. There's our shit list for the week. All right. Let's do a little spin around the league, shall we, and get caught up where the heck we're at in this crazy world of the hardcore challenge landscape. Let's start in the Great White North of the AFC. Everybody atop this division has lost. Bad Company, Jake with State Farm, has lost 2 straight. Knox Vegas Anarchy has lost 3 straight. Answer to the Master has lost 2 straight. And Daco's Tuesday has won 3 straight to crawl up and pull within 2 games. This division got real compressed real quick over the last few weeks. It is literally anybody's game in that division at this point. This division is really anybody's game as well. Emmett Who comes off a big win, claims sole possession at 5-5. Bison Broncos off of their low baller effort, getting drubbed by Stinky Pinky, drops 2 straight. They're 1 game off. Stone Pony has lost 3 straight. They're 1 game off the lead. And Blackout, we know they're in the toilet. They're hardly even worth mentioning. The Wild West has also gotten very, very tight. The whole division is now within 2 games. Bleeding Green was running away with it early, under the influence, was in the toilet. Now, Bleeding Green has lost a couple, although they did win this week. They're still holding position. But Stinky Pinky has crawled up. They've won 2 straight. They're right behind them. King Salami dropped 1, but they're still in it. Only 2 games out of 6-4. But under the influence, Matt won 5 straight, one of the hottest teams right now in the entire league, and has crawled up within 2 games. I mean, that's a big run, all the way from 1-4 up to 6-4, 5 straight wins. That is a big run right there. Not quite as big as my run though. 6 straight wins. I was 0-4 at one time. I'm now 6-4, sitting in first place of the Dirty South in the AFC. Bucka Raider and All Pro Afro are staying right on my ass. So both have won 2 straight games, and they're 1 game back. And fumble those TDs. El Parata's in the fucking toilet. We don't need to worry about him anymore. Let's jump over in the NFC. Pickett to Pickens loses the game of the week, and Skull Crushers has climbed up with 4 straight wins and has tied them now atop the Great White North. Frickin' frackin' football time. Carroll is on 2 straight wins, back-to-back wins, moved up within 1 game of the lead, and lucky number 11 is still only 2 games out of first place, but they are on a 3-game skid. They need a get-right game real bad. Game of the week winner, Take It Deep. He is the number 1 man in the entire league right now, sitting at 8-2, over 2,000 points scored, 4 straight wins, but right behind him is 2-time former champ Corey. Pack Attack is back. He's 1-1. He's sitting at 7-3. Knoxville Assassins is still not totally out of it at 5-5, but they really need to win last week. That loss really hurt him. And the Emperor's Craven, he's in the toilet as well. No need to talk about that. Now, this division right here, we got to talk about this for a second. Travis has a chance, literally, if he wins this week, to damn near clinch this division and wrap this sumbitch up, because we just showed you that the rest of this division is in the toilet at 3-7. This entire division lost again. Travis had this wrapped up. He was sitting 6-1. And whatever the other 3 are drinking, he's been drinking too, and now they're all just sliding down. Something in the water over there in the NFC Wild West. Hopefully Travis can get his shit together and just lock that up and put it to bed this week. The Bandits, Willie, 8-2. He is the other hottest team in the league. He's on a 6-game winning streak just like myself. He's sitting at 8-2, from 2-2 to 8-2, and he is running shit over here in the Dirty South. Bed Bath & Bijan sitting at 7-3 with 2 straight wins. One of our new owners, looking solid. Bucknuts saved themselves from the shit list with a win this week as they climbed up to 4-6. So did I've Got a Chub. They saved themselves from the toilet as well. But they're hanging there. 1 hand on the rim, feet in the water. They're real damn close. But there's still hope. Not much, but a little hope. Let's jump over into the All Raider Nation League. Great White North, Raider Richie, number 1 in the league, 7 straight wins. He's sitting up there, but the Canadian Raiders right on his ass at 7-3 with a win this week. Sax Offenders, 2 straight losses, has fallen out. Black Hole with 2 straight losses, defending champ, is also sliding out. And Foghorn, they're in the toilet. Maximum Effort loses 1, drops a game as Lemmy Seed and TDs is creeped back up within a game of the lead with 3 straight wins. The Death Dealers still kind of in, only 2 games out with a win, moved up back up to 500. Jimmy G Spot or Bust took the loss, and the Autumn Pirate finally gets off the snide, but they're still in the toilet. The Wild West It's the Raiders. Danielle, our only female owner, she's sitting at 8-2. Big Game James right behind, 2 games back at 6-4, and the rest of this division is just falling off. Haywood Gang loses again. Raider Warlords has actually won 2 straight to kind of have a little bit of a not really, but they're still kind of in there. If they can continue the winning streak, and she likes my Woodson, they're just done. The Raw Dog Nation, I'm sitting with a 207 to 205 win, sitting at 7-3 in this division. One Nation off their loss in the game of the week, drops to 6-4. I took down the Hit Squad this week, dropped them. They scored 205 and lost. That sucks, Dino. That sucks. Maulers get a win, move up from 4-6, and JoJo down there in last place of the Dirty South at 4-6. That is our spin around the league. Let's hit our 2 games of the week for next week, and let's wrap this sucker up.
Are you not entertained?
It's time
Is this not why you are here?
for the Hardcore Challenge Game of the Week.
In the All Raider Nation League, it is the Canadian Raider and Maximum Effort going at it 7-3 against 7-3. You got second place in the Great White North, chasing the number 1 team in the league. Both these guys are in the top 5. The power against power right here. This is a big matchup. It's projected to be very, very close. Both teams have their lineups filled up, ready to go. You got Tua against Hurts. This is a big matchup right here. This is a big one. Both Canadian Raiders 1 game out of first. Maximum Efforts only got a 1-game lead in first, with a team that's won 3 straight, right chomping on their fucking heels. Sean did not have a good game last week. I'm picking the Canadian Raider to take down Maximum Effort in this week's Game of the Week in the All Raider Nation League. Book it. Book it. In the big league, Travis, 3 straight losses. He was 6-1. Had that division by the balls. If he can win the Game of the Week this week, he's damn near going to wrap this division up with 3 weeks left. So we're going to put the spotlight on Travis and the Renegade Outlaws with a chance. I predicted them to get in the postseason this year. I feel good. I don't know how at 6-1 you could possibly not get in, but now you're 6-4, but the rest of your division is sitting at 3-7. You have a 3-game lead over your entire division. You win this game, you damn near lock it up, Travis, and you already punched your ticket into the dance. Bed Bath & Beyond, though, 7-3. Has something to say about that. I'm picking Travis, though. I'm picking Travis, but I tell you what, Joshua has not been an easy competitor, and at 7-3, they have taken down. They've won a couple games of the week. They've been in some highlighted games. We'll see. We'll see if Travis can finish it off. If he can punch his ticket. If he can finally get in. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. We'll see. That's it. That's Week 11's edition. Week 11's right around the corner. Make sure you guys got all your rosters legal and ready to go. We really haven't had any issues with that. For the most part, the owners have been pretty good. But there is a couple things that I want to touch on here at the end of the show. Since I have your undivided attention now and we're done with all the bullshit. Let's talk trades, ladies and gentlemen. If somebody shoots you a trade, give them the common courtesy to either counter it, reject it, do something. Don't just let it sit there and mold. Do something. Communication and in the league. Have a little respect for the other owners in the league. There's been a lot of people complaining this year about nobody will respond to trades. Trades are just sent out. I mean, even if it's a shitty trade, make a joke about it and send it back. That's what I do. I'm like, come on. You got to do better than that. And, they'll send it back. If you want to deal with them, I always follow my trade offers up with a message. Hey, I shot you a trade. Take a peek at it. If you're not interested, is there something you would like to do? If you're not interested in trading, I'm not interested in trading. Okay, fine. Then I'll move on to the fucking next guy. But at least have the common courtesy to respond and not just leave it hang out there. It takes 48 hours to push the trades through, especially in the big league. We're right to the 48-hour rule. So it takes a while to work these trades and to be able to get one through. If you're trying for one for Thursday night, you gotta work it. It's not as much, I don't think, in the Raider Nation League as it is in our big league, David, because the big league is it's a hybrid keeper dynasty league. We carry a core team year to year. We trade draft picks, and it's more of a dynasty team, and I get it. And if you've got talented players, you don't want to get rid of them. You're planning to carry them for next year. They're your keepers. It's a little different scenario. I get it. But if you're out and you know you're out, why wouldn't you make some deals to set yourself up for draft picks for the next year, or upgrade your keepers, or make some moves? There's always a way to upgrade your team every week, especially if you're still battling, and especially to upgrade your team for next year. So, off my soapbox, I don't want to, obviously they're your teams. You guys can manage them and run them as you see fit. I'm just saying, just communicate with your other owners a little better, because it does seem in the big league, we hoard a little bit more than the other leagues, and the communication has gotten not to be the best between owners when you're trying to work deals. So that's all I can say. We do definitely have some items that we are going to put on the docket in the off season. There are definitely some things, and one of the biggest things is the possible expansion of the playoffs. The National Football League has expanded the playoffs and added the 7th seed. We can't add the 7th seed the way the fantasy football is set up. We can't add a 7th. We could add a 7th and an 8th, and then that would wipe out first-round buys. It would all be seeding. It would be different, but it would expand the playoffs, and it would keep more people engaged all the way through. You still get the benefit of being the top teams, but there's a lot of discussion about that, and I think it's a worthy discussion, and I think we'll bring it up in the postseason. But in the big league, we do got some discussions. We're going to broach on the raising of the buy-in again, and there's some other things as well, but we'll get into all that in the offseason. But just the trades, the trade deadline is very, very close. There's going to be a lot of them bouncing around, so just communicate with your other owners. Just give them the due respect you would want yourself if you're trying to work a trade. That's all I got for you on that. That's my fucking soapbox for the week. Good luck to everybody, man. It is playoff push time. Everybody's trying to punch their ticket to get in the Hardcore Challenge playoffs. Good luck to everybody. Those of you that are fighting down to the end, good luck to everybody who's still in it. Good luck. Except if you're playing me this week. I wish you no luck, and I wish you nothing but pain. Good luck to everybody else in Week 11. I'm out. Peace, love. Raider Nation.